Greetings, dear viewers. Welcome. Today I have a poem about Magnus Carlsen. The name of the poem is Carlsen, Flotten in Gausdal. This was the first victory in an adult tournament by the very young Magnus Carlsen. And by this time, his coach Simon Agnestin tells us that Carlsen was more or less getting well acquainted with a lot of good books in chess. And he mentioned specifically about Bent Larsen's book, which was Find the Move. He says that Carlsen and his father worked together on this book. And he was slowly progressing, was trying to understand other books as well, especially the Dragon, Sicilian Dragon by Goefeld. So Magnus Carlsen was slowly progressing into, of course, the giant player that he would go on to become. And this was in 2000, and there are again some key moments which also gives us an indication about the kind of talent that Magnus is and his positional understanding about the game of chess. So this is the first position which is in front of you. Carlsen is playing with the black pieces and Flotten is playing with the white pieces. Here Flotten makes a move which is quite rare in this kind of structure, and he moves c4 here with white, and of course Carlsen is quite quick to pounce on this because we understand that the d4 square has become quite weak, and if there is a pawn that is planted there, it is going to give Magnus Carlsen a huge space advantage, and which he does as well. He ensures that there is a pawn on d4, e5, which gives him a huge space advantage. This is one critical position which I wanted to show you, that it is because of this c4 that d4 weaknesses arisen. So we'll move to the next position, and this is the next critical position according to me. Here Carlsen, playing with the black pieces, goes on for a very interesting combination. He plays knight to takes g2 and allowing the queen to take the bishop. Of course, it's more or less even material, but you can see that at the end of this small combination, which Carlsen was able to see, his pieces become very active. The bishop on b7 is eyeing the g2 to h1 diagonal, and the queen has come. It is quite active. It's threatening f2 already. So Carlsen was able to understand this particular position, and later he also gets a material superiority. He also pushes his pawns alongside the king side, and he gets the victory. And this was quite notable because this is the first victory in an adult tournament, and we can of course safely say that this was not the last as well, because he went on to win a lot of tournaments, not just individual victories. So let's get into the poem now that you know what the important moments of the game are. Carlsen's first win in an adult tournament deserves some compliment. Understanding the concept of space and exhibiting an interesting combination with ease. The push c4 created hole on d4, which Carlsen did ensure that the space advantage had to be utilized and a kingside attack had to be devised. N into g2 was an interesting combination which gives an insight into Carlsen's calculation. The resulting material advantage was promptly used, and Carlsen ensured that towards victory he cruised. In this Guasdal tournament, Carlsen was only a year and a half into active chess, yet he did succeed to impress. This was the first of many victories that he would pocket, making people putting him in an elite bracket. I hope you enjoy the poem. The full poem, as usual, is in the description. And thank you very much for your time.